triacylglycerols. You have a backbone of this 3-carbon glycerol, 3 carbons, 3 hydroxyl groups. And each one of these hydroxyl groups can be esterified with a fatty acid. So this R stands for a long hydrocarbon chain. This is a fatty acid, which has made an ester bond with this alcohol of the glycerol. You can hang 3 fatty acids off of glycerol to make a triglyceride, or triacylglycerol. 3 of these fatty acid chains, very water insoluble. That's what we stuff away inside our fat cells. So this is like a section of fat tissue showing individual cells, capillaries running in between them.
Sorry, you said the C and the carbon and the oxygen are making an ester bond.
Yeah, this is an ester bond.
And what are ester bonds?
Esters?
Yeah.
It just means this. It's where you have something linked to a carbon that's got a carbonyl, an oxygen link, and something else.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So we have that here. Here's one component of it is that linking oxygen, which was the alcohol of the glycerol, and then this is the double bond that came from the double bond of the fatty acid. And these, we talked about this, they're high energy, about 38 kilojoules per gram. That's twice as much or more than what you'd have in carbohydrate or protein in terms of energy content gram per gram. So here's a triacylglycerol then. Here's the glycerol backbone, the 3 alcohols now derivatized with fatty acids. The simple one, the 3 fatty acids would be the same. Typically they're mixed triacylglycerols, meaning that you got at least one that's different from the other 2. So when you're talking about body fat, you're talking about this. These are not membrane lipids. They don't have enough polarity to act and interact with water. The whole molecule just wants to get as far away from water as possible. And we stuff them away in these fat deposits inside our cells. You generally have triacylglycerols, or you break them down to get the fatty acids out. You might temporarily have, like if you cut this fatty acid off, hydrolyze that bond, take that off, and metabolize the fatty acid for energy. And for at least a second or two, you'd have a diacylglycerol right after you remove this one. The cell would probably go in and chisel the others off eventually, but at least transitorily you might have mono or diacylglycerols in your body, but not as something that's kept. Keep it as a triacylglycerol.
So all triacylglycerols are body fat?
Our body fats are all triacylglycerols.
Okay.